Alrighty, here's another construction update coming out of Orlando, Florida. I am really tired today. We tried to do a marathon on Velocicoaster and I had to call it quits after about half the day. So if I sound groggy in this video, that is why I'm recovering at the hotel again before going back to ride more Velocicoaster. With that being said, there is a lot going on at Canada's Wonderland that I have to cover. So let's kick it off with covering exactly what's going on in the station area. So concrete has been poured for the queue line. They are working on the queue line itself. So the actual fencing is going up for the queue, I don't know what you call them, stanchions, the queue gates, whatever you want to call them. Those are going in. A lot of station work going on as well. So the station is starting to get enclosed and all the theming and the paint is getting done. The op booth has been painted. The fencing that is themed exactly like Clockworks' fencing is being installed on the station building. They are planting the plants in the actual Alpenfest, little planters that surround the footings and are taking up Alpenfest's space. On top of that, there's been a lot of testing going on, so they're starting to test more frequently now. Unfortunately, it is just Orange Train right now. Orange Train is the only train that has sent a cycle that we can visually see. Blue Train is still transferred off the track. They could be using it to program and make adjustments that they're finding with the Orange Train, because with that important topic, they have been running the NDT, non-destructive testing, robot along the track after every so often. They'll run the NDT machine to see and check for any structural compromises. So that was really cool. We have some footage of that. We'll insert it here for you. So Craiga, back in Ontario, can insert the NDT machine traveling across the track for our viewers to look at. So essentially, to describe that in detail, this is very common. They are just doing non-destructive testing. The sensors are looking for any microfiber cracks, any shifts, anything, and that machine will basically be able to tell the engineers and Premier if anything abnormal has occurred. Just to confirm once again, this is a very normal process, and you should actually be very thankful it's occurring because it means they are really being thorough. So very thorough checks and tests going on. And everything looks like it is A-okay because after that non-destructive testing, they are running more cycles. So a very good thing to see. You don't want to see a huge pause, day or two of no testing. And we have not seen that. We have not seen any slowdown. So basically what my assumption is they are running the Orange Train and using her to get everything done and tested. And the Blue Train is in the maintenance shop being tested, worked on, used for sensors and all that. And she'll start running when they're ready to start the commissioning. If I was to make a wild guess, we should see the ride handed off to Wonderland in a matter of days. I would say by the end of this week, Wonderland should have full ownership of Alpen Fury, and you'll see commissioning take place for an opening date of either July 1st or July 2nd. We all know that Wonderland is doing a film shoot on July 1st now, but I am hearing rumblings that they are potentially opening it that day or the day after. Crews should begin testing shortly. As well, so that's when you'll see the ride really completing cycles, and you're going to see that happen very quickly. Once the ride is passed off to Wonderland, Wonderland's goal is to get that ride commissioned and ready for TSSA to come in and stamp it for clearance. So once Wonderland has it, you'll know because that ride will be boom, 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 boom. Orange, blue, orange, blue, orange, blue. So that's how you'll know if Wonderland has control of the ride. Right now, it is Premier doing all their testing, making sure that the ride is ready to be handed off. Another very normal occurrence in the ride. We saw that with Tundra Twister very visibly near the end before it was handed off to Canada's Wonderland. Outside of that, there is netting going up along. So if you look at the top hat area, netting is being installed under the track and onto the supports to be put and placed along the ride route for Alpen Fury. So netting going in, and testing occurring. So these are all really great things. I'm very excited to get back to Canada. I'll be back tomorrow, depending on when Craig gets this video up though. So it's either tomorrow or today, depending on when Craig gets the video up. I'll be back on Wednesday. And do you know what I'm gonna do right when I get back? I'm gonna go to Wonderland and look at this beautiful roller coaster operating. I can't wait to see it. But a huge kudos to the team for getting all this footage for you guys. They have been knocking it out of the park. And a huge kudos to Craig getting this footage edited for you guys as well. I think that is all I have to cover on Alpen Fury. There are a lot of questions we are seeing in the comment section. Do we have an estimated opening date? So to answer that question for you guys, it looks like it's going to be July 1st or July 2nd. That would be my prediction. There's a chance it could be a little bit before. We have seen film shoots occur after a ride opening, Yukon Striker and Tundra Twister, for example. But I would say Canada Day Long Weekend is the safest bet to give you guys for an expected opening. Expect growing pains when the ride is open. That happens with everything. It happens with dive coasters made by B&M. It happens with anything. There are going to be growing pains as they work through all that. But premieres are tried and tested, and very simple technology used that is tried and tested. So I don't expect too many growing pains to occur, but just expect them. I like to say that just so people are prepared. If you are interested in a 2-hour ERT event before the park opens, we are hosting on July 8th an event 2 hours before park open, coasters before breakfast, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Alpen Fury and Leviathan. That will be rented out for people who buy tickets. Craig will put it in the description and pin the comment down below. The second question we are getting, is this top speed? Yes. Our last drone shot in our latest testing video, it looks to be final speed. So we don't know for sure, but it is using and launching fully now, not pausing in the mountain. So I would assume that is final speed, but anyone who knows roller coasters, for those of you that may not, when a roller coaster starts testing and it's new and the wheels and the grease is all new, it'll pick up speed as they test and test more. As the day gets hotter, as it runs more, it'll pick up speed. So while it looks like it is final speed and everything's running great, it will pick up speed a little bit more by the time the ride opens. Same thing when you go to a roller coaster first thing in the morning, they run a little slower than they do by the end of the day. Anyways, that is our update on Alpen Fury. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the massive amount of support that we have been receiving with the video viewership. A huge kudos to the team and Craiga, as this is insane. The numbers are just insane. So thank you so much. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this coverage. Again, I am so sorry if I sound so tired. I am. But I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to relax, and we come back tomorrow. So thank you so much and have a good one, guys. Bye.